And I think we are on live cam right now, guys. What is going on? I'm going to treat this like it's an archive video because I'm going to be kind of explaining a story of the hardest video I've ever filmed, and it is one of the videos that I'm posting today. And I'm going to get more in depth into that once we have more people join the chat. What's up, guys? We have Super Sunshine 27 as the first viewer. What's up? Long time no see. It feels so good to be back on stream again. It's been a while, and I'm so sorry about that. I have not been slacking. I have been working on videos the whole time, particularly one video, which is the one I'm posting today because it is a longer video, and it's gonna be the road trip video, the ever so waited Koopaling family road trip video. Let's get some hype in the chat. Let's get some likes, comments. We got 150 people right up in the chat. This is a record-breaking start right here. Let's go. I'm so hyped to see that. All the energy we got here. I love Morton. He's my favorite character. This is great. I fucking love you guys so much. SMR for life. This is amazing. Welcome back. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. It's been genuinely a minute, but I've come back with a genuinely really nice formatted stream for you guys. I'm going to be explaining to you guys a story of the hardest video I've ever filmed. It's basically oh man, it's basically like literally the hardest video I've ever filmed, and it's one of the videos that I'm posting today. It is the Koopaling family road trip, but this vacation was basically a month long. It was like 3 weeks, so we got a lot of footage, and I was able to split it into two different video projects, but the two vacations do kind of connect together, but they're two different styles. One of them is more of a road trip, the other one's more focusing on the areas, and there's more of like we're going places versus the road trip theme. This video is going to have a lot of a road trip like vibe. The other video is going to be like less road trip, more of like exploring places, and I think that's just a good mix, and the two will go really well together. And I also see other people in the chat talking about other projects. I'm still working on those. Like Trippy Roy is filmed. I even have a 3D World video filmed from last year before I left for Europe, so I still have to grind that out. I also have a Super Nintendo World video that I will be editing as well. That's the third video that I was able to get on this vacation, but that will not be dropping until maybe the end of this year. Maybe it's a December video. I'm not too sure, but we're going to see where that video lands because it has taken me a minute to edit these videos, but you will see why because of the video I'm dropping today. I put a lot of work into it, so I hope you guys enjoy the video when it comes out. Make sure to watch the entire video. That YouTube absolutely loves that, honest to God. They love when the viewer just engages through the entire video, and when I see that, it truly makes me so happy because I put hours into making sure that this video has a specific feeling to it, a specific like presentation. Like I really tried my best to make this video not boring, so I hope you guys definitely enjoy that. But I want to get into why this video was so hard to film. Like this was actually, like, I want to explain to you. I want to have a stream. If I never cover this in a video on SMR Studios, maybe I will in the future, but like this was god awful. This was like ridiculous. Like by the end of it, I was like, no, this is like hell. So I'm gonna explain what's been going on, like why this was so brutal. So it was just really overwhelming because, like, to compare this to last year's big project, which was a 3-part video of the Koopalings going to Europe plus a video in Italy. That was brutal, but my camera was working. My camera had no issues. I was able to use my camera perfectly fine. The only thing with the Europe trip, it was just really overwhelming. There was just a lot of places we were going for a really long time. It was very foreign, very across the world, not really used to that. So, but with this one was like, yeah, like I'm used to America. It's like right next to Canada, same vibe. But the thing is, the road trip is when you're on a road trip, for us, we were like traveling across country for 3 days, and within those 3 days it was very fast paced. So we were moving from left to right, from center to back. We were moving very fast, and you can imagine, like, when I like to film videos sometimes really slowly, I like to make sure I get what I'm looking for, not like slow as a fucking turtle, but like, you know, not a Koopaling, but like a decent like speed. I'm not gonna rush the video, but I'm also not gonna stay there forever. But if I have to, then I say fuck it, and I do. But long story short, it was just such a fast-paced, like basically fast-paced environment, and it just really kind of just it just got really overwhelming, like, midway through, because, like, just how much we were moving. But that's not even the worst of it. That's just like an average thing you would experience during filming, like, traveling somewhere. You're gonna be moving a lot, like, of course you are. But no, this is where the actual, like, messed up part came in, the camera issues. Now, basically my mic broke. That was the biggest issue. There was no issue with the video itself. Now, I brought the cameras here so I could explain better in this, like, little stream here. I really thought this out here for you guys. So, like, basically, long story short, this right here is what happened. And this has happened to me before. Now, I'm using, yeah, this is the correct camera, because this has happened to me twice with this DSLR build. So, before I got this new camera, this is the Canon 90D. Where's 90D? There it is. I was covering with my fucking finger. 90D. So, beforehand, I had the 80D, and what happened, long story short, was something happened to this jack right here. This is the hole that you plug in the microphone thing into, right there. Now, what happens is when you plug it in, it should normally just, like, work. Like, this thing should focus. Like, it should normally work, but what ended up happening was it just started to become really static. It was, like, really, like, I even have examples I can show you, but, like, the footage would just come out, like, it would, like, that's the best way I can, like, recreate the sound off the top of my head. I don't know. I have a video. I don't know why I even had to do that. Like, I literally filmed, like, an example here. Like, I have a longer one to give a better... Perfect. I'll keep replaying that a bit. But, like, you can hear, essentially what would happen is there would be, like, a crackling sound created. And it was brutal. It was, like, pretty scary because this is a 3-week trip and I have one camera and it's making this crackling noise, and I just replaced the other camera that was doing the same thing. And I made precautions. I went out of my way to make sure this crackling thing wouldn't occur again. And now the camera I'm holding right now, we actually got this repaired. So this is like a jump to the future, and I'm actually currently getting the other one repaired. So shout out to Canon for that. So this one was covered free. Other one will be out of my pocket, but honestly, the fact that I was able to get this fixed for free was nice. Very awesome. But it was just really stressful to have. That was like another huge issue thrown on top of the trip itself, and it was really stressing me out, like, high key. But this video, like, what is about to be presented to you guys, it almost seems like it never happened, because I went out of my way, like, even when I was editing, I realized there really was no issue, because in the present moment, I genuinely caught it. Like, I caught the issue. Every time I filmed a scene, I checked it back, and I knew when the crackling noise was there. I knew. I took my time. Like, I really was like, no, I'm not going to film a really beautiful scene in, like, the middle of nowhere, you know, like, with all this, like, orange or whatever. I'm trying not to spoil the video, but I'm not trying to film a scene that I can't redo with this crackling noise, because that'll piss me off, especially if it's half of the video. So that made me lose my marbles. So this camera was on my bad side for this whole trip, basically. And I love this camera. I love this camera more than the other one I'm about to talk about. But what ended up happening was I gave in because it got really bad. I think it got to the point where we got to Disneyland and every single scene was just bad. Like, I kid you not, I don't want to break this camera at all, trying to, like, explain what I had to do. But you see this wire here? I had to wrap the wire around, like, a lot of times until it was tight as hell. And I had to have it, like, I had to have a specific, like, tightness pull of this wire and have it plugged in here. It was so, like, brutally specific. And if this wire, like, moved a teensy bit, then the whole thing would start all over again, and it was terrible. So, like, long story short, like, normally people, like, I was trying to explain this to my family too, because it was like a nightmare. Like, normally when you film a video, it's a point and shoot situation. Like, this is my object. You pick it up, you film it, you film it, you film it. It's pretty simple. But in this scenario, I had to, like, film it. I always look my scenes back when I film it, whether this issue occurs or not. but I would have to film it, look it back, retake it, look it back, retake it, look it back, and that doesn't even include if I mess up like what they say, with just me in general. There's too much going on already. You can already tell by the way I'm explaining this. It's just overwhelming. So what ended up having to happen is I had to give in and buy a new camera. And this is kind of like a nostalgic throwback. This is called it's like the Vixa HFG70 for Canon. Ironically, one of my first cameras was a Vixa camera. It was actually a camcorder like this. This is just like a teensy bit more bougier one of those ones. Apparently there's like better ones of this one, but this is whatever they had in store in Best Buy. And half of the other half of this video, or some segments of it, was shot with this camera. So I wanted to actually tell you guys that I find that really cool, that this video in particular was shot with like 2 different cameras. And so are the other videos, especially the Super Nintendo World video, because once I got the Super Nintendo World, I didn't even use that camera, like, at first. The first day, I only used this camera. But the issue with this one is it has a small battery, and I couldn't buy a new battery. So I had to go back and use this camera. And somehow Faith worked with me, and it started working that day. So I just said, you know what? We're going to use it. So that's roughly my story. It was able to get better, so all that really matters to me is I'm able to present a good video to you guys. Genuinely, that's all that matters in the bottom line. At the end of the day, whatever. I hit something in this video, a little secret. I wonder if you guys can find it. Not this video, like in the stream. Little teaser. There's a few at least. Let's just say there's gonna be a big unboxing video coming soon. There's gonna be a big unboxing video coming soon. I haven't been looking at the chat too much. I'm sorry, because I had this really specific message I want to convey to everyone watching and just in general. So next thing I want to say is there were also a lot of changed plans and stuff that kind of just fell apart. We were going to go do it, but we didn't have time. We didn't feel like it, and it just kind of fell apart. And I'm going to be telling you some of those because I don't know when there will be a coverage of this, and I figure it'd be cool to talk about this stuff, kind of, you know. So long story short, we were supposed to go to a few locations, such as like the Hollywood sign to go film at, but that kind of fell apart. We didn't do that. We went to one of the beaches in LA. It was, Jesus, I forgot off the top of my head. It was Santa Monica. Yeah, we went to Santa Monica. Okay, and we just didn't go into the beach. We filmed around the beach, but we didn't go into the beach. Or like, you'll see when that video comes out. That's in the second half of this. And then also we filmed a lot at the Grand Canyon. That is the second half. That's not part of this chunk of the video, but we have some beautiful scenes. I'm actually working on that right now. I'm actually currently editing stuff at the Grand Canyon right now for a different video, which you'll be seeing in the future. But yeah, there's a glass plank there, and if you ever go to the Grand Canyon and you want to film a video, there's this glass plank, and now you're actually not allowed to bring phones even. You're not allowed to bring phones, cameras, loose items, because if you drop them, then they don't want to be liable of that. If I drop myself off the Grand Canyon, I mean, they can't be liable for that either, you know, like, like, I don't know, that's just the logic I had, but you're not allowed to film on that glass plank. But regardless of that one stupid glass plank, we were able to get a lot of really beautiful scenes, like other places too, especially. But also San Francisco, that was probably one of the biggest ones we canceled. We were supposed to go to San Francisco, maybe stay a night there, film a whole segment, and this was probably the biggest one out of everything I wrote down to tell you guys that I'm kind of disappointed about. We were supposed to go to Alcatraz, and if you don't know what Alcatraz is, it's just a huge prison that's on an island in San Francisco. And to me, that's really cool because I'm a huge fan of prison movies. I love prison movies. You might be able to tell from like that not Walking Dead, that zombie apocalypse arc we had for season 2, or all the prison related stuff. I just that theme is so like fun to play with, and it's like gory and like dark and whatever. So like I like that aspect of it, especially the movie called Escape from Alcatraz, or is it? No, it's not Escape to Alcatraz, because That's stupid. Why would it be called Escape to Alcatraz? You're not trying to get there. You're trying to get out of there. So it's Escape from Alcatraz, and I really like that movie. So I would really recommend it to anybody if you like that genre. Also like Papillon. I should probably read the book. That's like the OG, but like I don't know, stuff like that. It would have been cool to tour Alcatraz and like show Morton go. Rah, yeah. I even thought about bringing like Junior's prison outfit. As a matter of fact, wink wink, I was working on prison outfits for the other Koopalings, or like that might be a thing in the future. But like that's just future stuff, you know what I'm saying? But for Alcatraz, it would have been cool to like bring Junior's like onesie, like the orange outfit what am I talking about? The orange outfit we used for the Juvie video. That's what I'm trying to say. And then just do a scene with Junior where he's like walking around there. But that's another thing that kind of we didn't do. And last two places, we were also supposed to go to Warner Brothers Studios and Walt Disney Studios. We didn't, but in person, I was able to see, like, I didn't film any of this. This was like me enjoying the trip off camera. We were in Universal Studios outside of Nintendo World when we were finished Nintendo World, and we did this ride. It was the Universal Studios movie tour. They show, like, they talk about making movies and stuff, but man, I was there and I was like super inspired. It was like fun. And then they talked about how they fake scenes when they need it. And what I mean by faking scenes is if you go to Universal Studios, they literally have an entire replica city they use like to film IRL, like real movies and Netflix productions, like I think they've used it for like the Avengers, even music videos, like I think for Sesame Street, for the Muppets, they used it for like a big like music segment. They use like one of those like fake cities so they could have like a group of people dancing to like convey the shot. Spider-Man, Back to the Future, I saw the whole Back to the Future like layout. They created like, what's it called? New Valley? Oh my god, I'm a dumbass. Like, you know, like the hometown, the Back to the Future, like, city. They had that there, and it was, like, really nice. And the Western, they had, like, a Western, like, they had all these, like, different sets for cities, and it was, like, all empty, but obviously they just filled up with stuff, and then they just start shooting videos, or not videos, movies, but that was just really cool to see. That was just really inspiring, and that just reminded me of kind of, like, the littlest of things, like, I did on the channel here, like, Clay, I love you, bro. I know it's been a minute, but thank you so much for even being here. I love you, dude. But oh my god, honestly, I've been just rambling on for 30 minutes about like everything I wanted to convey to you guys on paper, and I'm almost at the end of it. So I'm gonna take a drink for that. Oh man, that was a lot of information to get through in a short span of time. How long was I talking for? I don't even know. But basically, the long story short, I was getting on about faking scenes. Now, what I mean by that is there were some parts of this road trip where I was not even halfway through the video. There was little things that I needed to do, like there's gonna be a scene where they ate at McDonald's. I didn't get to film the scene where they eat at McDonald's in America, so I had to recreate that scene in Canada. But I'm not gonna say too much of what I had to do here and what I had to do there. You might recognize it obviously because of filming locations I've used before, but I don't know. Just if you're watching it and you have the same like mindset I'm kind of talking about right now, then you could kind of like look for those, like look for what I created specifically at home to fit this video that I wasn't able to do in America in the moment. Because, I mean, I'll be honest, there were moments where I bitched out. Like, there was, like, a gas station where they had, they had, like, a huge stack of Prime. They had, like, almost every flavor, except the one I wanted to try, of course. I wanted to try the pink one. I've never tried that one. But they had a huge stack of Prime with a bunch of them. And I said, ooh, this is a great place to film. But I was, like, super, like, I wasn't feeling it that day. And that's another important thing. You should never force yourself to film a video. But another thing is, you should never wheeze out of an opportunity you might miss. And that's something I learned later in Ohio. I got probably some of the best scenes in Ohio because of me doing the opposite thing I did earlier. I was like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. And then that time I was like, no, you should do it. Because if you don't do it now, you're going to regret it later. So that's kind of what I did. If you don't do it now, you'll regret it later. That's kind of the message I'll convey. And I did that like the first half of this like trip. I was like, there's like one or two places I regret not filming at. But then when I look back at the video, I'm like, yeah, like we made up for that one or two gas stations. You know what I mean? Like it's a gas station. Like the rest of the video works. Like I can cry about it, but whatever. I think regardless of what's going on, this will be a banger, as you guys say. This will slap. And yeah, I'm really excited to drop this video. Another few things I want to say before I get into actually just dropping the video is I have some of the giveaways ready. I think all of them, honestly. For the old videos, they're back here. I have 39 people for each, ironically. I don't know how that happened, but we have 39 people, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be announcing the winners for this the giveaway on the stream. My bad. I said that whole thing backwards. But yeah, I'm excited to finally give this video to you guys. Finally, I've been working so long on it, and I'm just so happy to finally be able to release it and see everyone's reaction to it, because I really have been putting some minutes into this. Yo, Clay, you're at the gym right now? That's fire. Keep the grind up, bro. You know what? You know what's been really helping me? If I'm editing for a long time and I just feel like I can't do anything and I'm just mentally incapable, you got to step outside. You got to go for a run, a walk. Running is better, because if you go for a run and you're actually tired and you sit down to edit, you're like relaxed. You're like happy to be in the chair. That's how my mom put it. You're like, well, if you're sitting down all day, then like it's different than if you quickly even went for a run and then you'd be like happy to sit down. It's a huge like difference, kind of just in the moment. So I don't know. If you edit a lot of stuff and you sit for a long period of time, then that's something I'd recommend. But oh my god, one of you guys mentioned something in the chat about how far are we from 300,000 subscribers. I can go on to the live thing right now. I think we're roughly around 299,328 subscribers. That's what it says right now. So we're getting close, guys. We're only roughly like, what is it, like 700 subscribers away from 300,000 subscribers? That's crazy. That's such a beautiful feeling. I love you guys so much for that. And in the future, it's going to be, I'm just so excited for what the future has to hold. I have so many ideas that have been building up. I want to publicly announce, because why not, that I was saying earlier there might be some, new unboxing videos coming out. But I will confirm that I have officially ordered the Super Mario Custom Plush Unboxing 3. So what I mean by that is I've made 2 custom Mario plush unboxings, which consist of custom plushes that I've ordered off of Etsy from all the way from Russia and Ukraine, and ironically those two. But like, those places actually like sell them, and they do a really beautiful job on like creating these plushes, handmade. I think most of them are from Ukraine actually, but if I'm getting like specific, but it's from like that side of the world, and they're really cool. And we've done 2 so far. We've opened the custom plush unboxings, the first one, which is just the first one, and then we did a second one. We did a sequel where we ordered like King Womp and Fawful, and I'm not gonna list off too much. I'd recommend you guys check it out. But the third one, the third one has got an element of every single one from across all of them. I'd have to say. So I would get hyped for that. That is a very exciting unboxing. I am even excited. I haven't received any of the custom plushes yet, but I will announce I just keep announcing I'm doing a rare unboxing. I'm ordering a lot of rare stuff, and I even hid one in this video. So, or 3, I don't know, 4, I don't know. So, but long story short, that's I think all I have to say. And I think I wanted to start off by saying that we're close to 300,000 subscribers, but I completely forgot. But I wanted to thank you guys so much that we're so close to this big milestone, 300,000 subscribers. It's like, I always remember like younger me when I started this channel and like how it was, and then now where it is now, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be here. That's like, I don't have the words to convey how I feel. All I want to do is make it up by making like the most legendary videos possible, or like something that'll go down, you know? Like if I'm not going to upload a lot of videos consistently, what I want to work on, I want it to be like special, and I want it to slap. I want it to be funny. I want it to convey a lot of emotion, kind of merge the idea I had for SMR stories going. And also make more SMR stories. Don't get me wrong, that is being taken very seriously. Like, shout out to future projects like Thug Life Season 2, Madness in My Head, even more that I'm not announcing. Some that are genuinely, one of them even teased in like, I tease all over. Sometimes you should, maybe one day you should come back a few years from now and look at all the older, and like, look at how they all connect. That's the type of guy I am. I love to like add all those secrets. But I'm gonna shut up now. I'm just gonna release the video. Everyone's been waiting months for this. My bad. In the innocentest way possible, bro. I love videos too. I love YouTubers too. I love receiving videos that come out that I've been waiting a long time for. Oh my god, so I need to do the thing where like I spam the link into the chat, but I'm not going to be doing this precisely on time, but if anyone wants to go on the video, I just dropped it. But I'm going to be spamming the link, so if you guys want to chill on here with Super Senpai Richie, no, I'm just kidding. I just had a fun, I'm not a senpai, I don't even know what the fuck that is. I just find these words funny. Okay. Oh my god, there's a heart thing? I didn't know you could heart on these streams. Alright, let's test the link. The link works. My biggest fear, I'm not even gonna lie to you, my biggest fear is to like spam a link in the chat and the link isn't even to what I want to send. The worst case would be the hub. I don't know where that would come from. That would just be fucking ridiculous. But even worse, like it could just be like the deep web. Not even, just somebody, like the littlest of things. My link sends it to something weird. And it's like, what are the odds that would happen? Because the only tabs I have open right now are the stream, and 2 of them are actually the video that we just dropped. So I just find that hilarious. That's, bro, Richie's cringe. You're right, but I mean that's real. Wait. Use live redirect? Is that a thing? I don't know, guys. We'll have to look for that. But that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. More videos coming soon. And, yeah. That is that. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. I want to do some more streams, so if you see me again on here, definitely tune in. I'll try and have a fun structuring like we did today. And let me know if you, like, want to see more stuff in this kind of structuring. I'll try and get better at it and come on with more ideas, and then we'll have some fun. We'll do like a gaming stream. That's one thing I've been wanting to start, a gaming stream like series for a while. Come back on, we'll announce the giveaway winners, and we will maybe, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But I also wanted to mention, I want to ask the chat a question. Actually, how many people are watching right now? Should I even ask this question? Or is everyone watching the video? Damn. Okay, I'm just gonna end it. I'll ask the question next time. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Peace out. SMR for life. Go drop some likes on the video. Watch the whole thing if possible, because it helps me out a ton. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Peace out and much love.